besides the beautiful ESN members that are always with you, there's someone special tonight with us. He is a blind person and he's with us today to share his experience and enjoy.
Može.
Vaša riječ.
Evo, dobro večer, pozdrav svima, zahvaljujem se na pozivu i drago mi je što
Okay, so he says, hi everyone. It is my pleasure to be with you tonight, that you have decided to at least try a little bit of this side of the life and that you want to know a little bit more about the whole thing. Now he's 54 years old and he became blind 15 years ago, and he is here to tell you a little bit more about how it feels and what it is to lose your sight. So it's very different for a person who loses their sight or who is born without sight. Especially when losing their vision, people are having a tough time managing that and adjusting to their new selves. So the most problems come from the psychological side of losing their sight and not from the physical one. Even in Rijeka, the city that you are in now, we have around 360 blind people in our community, and from these people, only 6 are able to walk on their own, to manage their lives on their own, and they're the only ones that are actually socializing. He says that the life of a person that lost their vision begins with accepting the white staff that they use to be able to find themselves in the space and to be able to walk. And that is the moment where they accept themselves as they are now and how they are supposed to live from now on. And that is the moment when they realize that they can do it and they are okay with it.
Operates or a machine or something like that needs that helps him for better orientation.
U prostoru ili u kući ili slično. He personally doesn't have any devices that help him with the orientation, but now there are many devices that help blind people to go about their days. The basic device, so to say, the basic thing that they use to be able to orient themselves is the technique of using their staff by using these smart apps or different kind of devices that need to be charged. There is always a possibility that you will get to your goal, but then the battery will be empty. What he would like to do is to let you know a little bit more about how it is to be able to communicate with a blind person, how to approach them. In case you see a blind person and you wish to help, usually the people that will need your help, they will look a little bit maybe agitated or not sure of where they're going. So in case you do see a person like that and you wish to help, it is just enough to mildly touch their hand or their shoulder and ask them if they need any help. If that person wants some help from you, they will be able to let you know how to help them, and if not, then they will be able to also tell you that they do not wish any help. Never assume something, always ask. Don't feel uncomfortable looking them in their face. This is something that you do with people who have sight. So it shouldn't be something that is weird when you're doing it with a person who doesn't have sight. When a person is blind and is guided by another person that can be sighted, when you're as a third party trying to go towards them or trying to offer your help to the pair, you shouldn't be talking to the sighted person about the blind person. When you see a blind person that is walking with a sighting dog, the dog is there to help the blind person. So don't try to engage with the dog in any way, because it has a certain series of commands that it's supposed to follow, and if it gets distracted, that can be, let's say, dangerous. There is some general prejudice about blind people being almost superheroes and having supernatural powers. With training, everything can improve. But what he says that usually improves with losing their sight is the fact that they become more organized. And he also has 2 daughters and a wife, and they usually spend much more time trying to find things than him, because he always knows where his stuff is. A blind person is also just a person. They also have their ups and downs, so it is possible that you will, like with any other person, feel or be able to experience some positive and some negative feelings. Don't think that they are either just negative or just positive. Even though they have this, let's say, disability, you can expect both from them, just like all of you and any other person. They have successful and very successful individuals that are successful in various fields, either in sports or arts or even darts. He wants to ask you and to know how this was for you and how you feel about this experience.
Should mention that I just take off my bandage. At first, not actually at first, but maybe until like 2-3 minutes, I was thinking what I'm going to do if I'm in this situation. And I was like, okay, I'm waking up every morning, I'm going in the, like, taking a shower and stuff, going to train, then going to eat something, going to my university, and all the rest, like working. And I was thinking, okay, if I'm blind, I actually am not able to do this at this certain point.
He doesn't see it as a tragedy, because at that point he would probably be okay with the state he was in at that moment, and by losing his sight he became more aware of the fact that he needed to learn other things, and now he got more interest in learning many more new things.
Što najviše pamte osobe koje su izgubile vid? So I asked about his process of memory. We as humans usually take visual information as a basic of us to remember of past events, and him as a blind person, what is he gonna take from this evening?
What he noticed is that there were no bumps, no hits, no one screamed, no one got hurt. So it is that everything went quite good, that there were no accidents, so to say, that everyone was very attentive in the room in general, ESNers as well as you Erasmus students, and that, what was it? Šta ste još rekli, da su oni bili pažljivi.
Još uvijek su pažljivi.
That you're still very attentive.
You are already more than 1 hour blindfolded,
So you can take your blindfolds off.
First, when I took it out, I felt a little bit confused, and then like I realized like I'm here for the first second, like I haven't been here for 1 hour. Like it's a whole new place for me.
Try to imagine what my life would look like if I couldn't see, and it was a huge relief for me that after this I could just take my blindfold off and my life would be the same. But for some people it's not like that. They have to live with it, and I don't take it for granted.
I have learned maybe more how to handle them, like how to cope with their situations.
I thought it would be easier, but apparently it's not. I thought I could be more in use of my hands and this, but apparently it wasn't as easy as I thought of it.
What if the people around me are not blind? And I was imagining, would I spill something on me, or do I look stupid? Like if the fork is here and I'm like, because if I'm blind, I want to look normal.
Pa kao što sam i rekao, ovo je za mene izuzetno i pozitivno iskustvo, kažem, to je samo nastavak jednog rada, kažem, drago mi uvijek naći među mladim ljudima, jer kažem, svi ste vi danas tu, radit ćete u nekim sustavima gdje ćete se susretati kroz život sa različitim invalidnostima, sa problemima koje ljudi doživljavaju u svom životu i mislim da svako ovo iskustvo i vama može pomoći na jedan način da barem ćete imati neku sliku ili neku predodžbu o nekim stvarima na koji smo vam to rekli.